Hello dear students. Now I am going to give you the clear idea on that subtopic called defining rights. Before framing the constitution, leaders from all over the country joined together in the Constituent Assembly and they discussed various issues which would be entered into the Constitution book. One of such important point was to define minorities and their legal privileges. Why this special attention was given to this topic called minority? Because this group of people from time immemorial in India were suffering at the hand of the rich, at the hand of the powerful ones, or in the name of any other ways, these poor people were oppressed. Therefore, in the Constituent Assembly, a heated discussion took place about deciding the definition or the clearing the concept of the minorities and to think their welfare. In this Constituent Assembly, it was B. Pockar, Mr. B. Pockar. He was from Madras province. This gentleman demanded in the Constituent Assembly that a separate electorate should be made for the welfare of the minority groups. Now question comes, who would be called minorities according to Pockar? After the division, India was dominated by the Hindu community. Therefore, the Muslims would be termed as minority in India. Similarly, in Pakistan, Muslim community would be in majority, thereby the Hindus would be known there as a minority group over there in Pakistan. Okay, let us come back to India. Therefore, Pockar says that these minority groups in India, after the independence onwards, should be termed as minority, weaker group, and they should get a special mention in the Constituent Assembly. Why? What was his idea? He said, by virtue of this separate electorate for them, they would be able to enjoy the political rights in the country. They would be able to send their political representatives in the legislatures. They should be able to put forth their ideas and demands legally to the government. That is why there should be a separate electorate for these minority groups. Separate electorate he demanded. Now, after hearing his idea and the demand, practically all other members in the Constituent Assembly became heated up, became angry, because they were not in favor of a separate electorate for the minority group anymore. Why? R.V. Dhulekar. R.V. Dhulekar. If pronunciation is not clear to you, at least learn the spelling and look at the book, you will get the clear pronunciation of your own. R.V. Dhulekar. This leader in the Constituent Assembly expressed that the idea of separate electorate was introduced by the British in order to bring division among the Hindus and Muslims. So, after the independence, if this separate electorate is introduced again, then again there might be division between the general class and the minority class in India itself. Therefore, Dhulekar rejected the idea of separate electorate. Not only he, another leader in the house also said similar things. His name was called Sardar Patel. Sardar Patel. Sardar Patel said that separate electorate brought lot of violence, riots, attacking each other, damaging each other's property between the Hindus and Muslims before the independence. Therefore, separate electorate should not be granted to the minority groups, whatever it may be. Side by side, another leader, his name was called Vallabh Bhai. Vallabh Bhai na Vallabh Pant. I'm sorry. This gentleman said that if a special electorate was made for the minority group, then they would be segregated from the common mass. They would be thinking about the development of their small territory and small group of minority areas, whereas the national leader would be planning to have the overall development of for the country, for the entire group of people of the nation. In that privilege of separate electorate, this minority might be eliminated. They would not be able to enjoy the common benefit of their life. Therefore, it should not be rejected. My dear students, by giving the opinion of these three prominent gentlemen, and many more are there in the Constituent Assembly who did not support the separate electorate, but anyhow the conclusion was that separate electorate was not considered as B. Poker projected in the Constituent Assembly. I will take you to another thought of the gentleman called R.G. Ranga. R.G. Ranga, he was a social worker. According to him, the minority groups are those who are oppressed and exploited by the rich in the villages. People in the villages were normally illiterate. They used to ask for privileges from the landlords, and in return, landlords recovered that debt in such a manner that the people in the villages always lived a poor life till death. Another example is said that Ranga said that people in the villages in time of need, they take loan from the money lenders. And when these poor people were unable to return the money, then the money lenders took away everything that was available in the house of these poor people, like utensils or maybe cows or bullocks or some ornaments. They would take away, and in that way, once again these poor people were made poorer and poorer. According to Ranga, they should be declared as the real minorities, and they should get a special mentioned in the constitution for their development. Another gentleman was there called Jaipal Singh. Jaipal Singh. According to him, minorities were the Adivasis, tribals. The government should make the policy in such a way that these Adivasis should get special mention, special privileges according to the law of the country. Next, I take you to the most popular man is called Ambedkar. Ambedkar demanded a separate electorate for the oppressed and the untouchables. According to him, untouchables were not allowed to enter into the temple. Untouchables were not allowed to mix with the upper caste of people. Therefore, a separate privilege system should be made for them. It was Mahatma Gandhi who convinced Ambedkar that separate electorate was not going to bring any special privilege for the minority groups or the untouchables. Rather, they would be segregated from the common good of the nation. Another gentleman who fought for the women, his name was called Hansa Mehta, H-A-N, Hansa Mehta. He was from Bombay province. He said that women were exploited everywhere. They were deprived of political rights, economic privileges, social rights, and therefore in the constitution it should be done something for the women folk in such a way that they would get legal opportunity for any work in the country. My dear boys and girls, here all through from the beginning till now I have been talking about the definition of minorities. So the expression of minorities differed from the thought and ideas of the leader from person to person and differed. But the conclusion is this: everybody was talking about the upliftment and welfare of the weaker section. Let it be women, let it be taken as Adivasis, let it be taken as untouchables, but in general they were called the weaker section. Something should be done, and in the Constituent Assembly, by the grace of God, it was decided that the untouchability should be abolished by law. They should be allowed to mix with the people as any other people. Those who are called backward class, untouchables, weaker class, by virtue of the law, they would be uplifted and they would be made eligible to participate in politics, in social activities, and in overall development of the country. In that way, the minority got a special place in the Constitution. Thank you very much.